Ah, sweet. Okay, so okay. Test one of my live stream. Alright, so that brings up my chat box, but I cannot see myself. Alright, so it looks like there's 2 people watching this. Literally, I'm trying to figure out how to live stream, so bear with me. I'm literally just in the garage, sitting at my workspace, trying to do this because eventually I do want to do a few live streams, maybe some tool reviews, off the big green monster over here, or right behind the computer here, since my wife's 66 Chevelle, and I do plan on live streaming some of that. In fact, let me just turn the computer around to that real quick. So, yeah, whoever's watching, if you don't mind, hit something in the chat box for me so I can kind of see how that looks, and I'll scroll back up and check my video to see how that looks. Right. Yes, I'm going to sit here and stare until something comes up in the chat box. Let's see here. I guess you can see that I'm picking emojis here, huh? Alright, let me just tap one, send it, and then scroll back up here to my video. Wait till it... Yeah, okay, just as I thought. Okay. That light is kind of harsh, huh? Block it or something. Alright, I don't even know if this thing has sound. Do I have sound? Let's see here. There's 2 watching. Can I click and see who these 2 people are? No! Okay. Current resolution is not optimal. Up too far. That way I can see the things. Alright, so Alright, I see. Well, at least I got the stream set up, so I know the stream itself is working. You know what? I wonder if I have a different YouTube account. Haha, funny. It just said I'm live. So, let me click on my own stream here. I better charge my phone. Let me click on my own stream here. I better charge my phone. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let me click on my own stream here. Oh, yeah. Alright, there we go. I don't know where my YouTube page went, so I can't see my own comments right now. I can't even see my own stream. Okay. Try this. Alright, so... Alright, back to my chat box. So I want to be able to see my chat box, because I want you to chat. Okay. Note to self, whenever I do this, I need to charge my phone so I can see my phone. Okay. So it shows one person watching, which is me. So today, me and the boy pretty much just sat here taking toys apart. It's pretty awesome. Alright. Yeah, why don't I do a quick tool review while I'm sitting here. Let's see, what is in my box? Alright, I got something for you. Right, picking up one of my tools here. And this is an expert set. Let's say I paid something like $75 for this, but don't quote me on it. I know it was less than $100 is what I paid for this. So, of course, I've got plenty of six-sided Allen heads in my box over there, which I'll get to. But if you've spent any time as a mechanic working on anything with six-sided stuff, you've probably rounded them off. You probably rounded something off or broke your little, P. Dinkley tool, or you're using those little elbow things to try and get something out. And while those are okay, I don't know about you, but they kind of hurt my hands when I'm trying to use them. And being a heavy-duty diesel mechanic, those things just usually don't cut it for what I'm doing. So I got this rail of impacts, and they are both metric and standard. Let's see here. Of course, they have snap rails, to keep them from falling out there. You see, like, my big one goes all the way up to 19 millimeter. That is one bad member jammer, which I have had to use on steering gearboxes. And yeah, well, big trucks, you're going to run across these a lot. Steering gearbox, first thing comes to mind. Inserts, I know there's plugs. I've had to use them for to remove plugs off of things. So standard and metric on the impact. And at that point, using those little elbows, using the little torque from that is non-existent, because you can just put whatever power you want to these. And good news is, if you break one, a lifetime guaranteed, and their impact. So when I was younger, I didn't understand the difference between impact and, say, regular chrome sockets. Regular chrome sockets are metal, and it's a different type of metal. And, I should really get my words straight here before I talk, but let's just say it shatters, right? And the reaction you get is, when it shatters, that metal turns to shrapnel. It goes everywhere. It really becomes dangerous. That's the reason why the manufacturer tells you, do not use a chrome socket on an impact. It has nothing to do with it being weaker. Yes, it is weaker, but the reality of it is, it can become very dangerous. The first time I broke an impact socket was a big 1-inch socket. It was a tire socket. So, it's like this big around and this long. In fact, I've got one in my box. Let me just grab it real quick. I said I had it in my box. You know what? It might be on my service truck. Let's see. It's not that anymore. Yeah, so I must have it on my service truck. Let's see. Pick one more drawer here. Yes. Okay. But, I can use these for demonstrative purposes also. When an impact breaks, it doesn't explode. It literally just crumbles apart. Almost like a terracotta pot, something like that. You know how you break it and it just kind of crumbles and has like a powdery residue. And believe it or not, this is kind of the same way. It's almost porous in the way that it just falls apart. So it's a lot safer than using a straight chrome socket. So yeah. Anyway, that's my my little impact tool tip here. Now, of course, like anything, different scenarios are going to require different tools. So I do still have non-impacts that I can put on my ratchet just for everyday use. And, you can use the lightweight screw guns or lightweight impacts with these, but most of the time I just use a ratchet, crack it loose, and zip it out. Excuse me. And as you can see, these are pretty long for getting into most places. And now looking at them, they are rearranged. And here's another problem of why my box is at home now. Is when I was in the shop, people got into my toolbox. They never put my tools back the way I wanted them, or the way I had them, which is a pet peeve of mine. Because when I need it, it's not there. And then I get OCD like this, where I find it out of place. Now I'm sitting there rearranging it. Now, of course, there's one missing. Thanks, whoever did that. And same way on my metric set. There's one missing, and these actually are smallest to largest, which is good. And guess what? I'm also missing one out of this set. This is my stubby set. And again, it's for getting in tight places to where the big set won't reach. Sometimes you need just enough bite to get in there. And these work perfect for that. And I do have traditional elbows, with the ball socket on the end. Now, if you don't know what this ball socket's for, it's so you can change a little bit of direction, but what you gain in flexibility, you lose in torque value. So, in other words, if you stick your ball in the socket there, whereas if you're using the straight end, you can only turn this way. With the ball there, you can gain a little bit of flexibility, but now it's weaker there at that point instead of a solid like that point. So, yeah. Looks like I found one loose in my drawer here. Hooray! I'll get that rearranged here real quick. Bear with me. You know how it is. Just do it while it's in front of you, right? Instead of putting it off till the next time. Then I'll forget that it's loose. And then I will be bitching all over again. It's my large 3/8. Oh, that's why. The retainer's broken. Okay. So if y'all have any questions, put them in the comment box. I'll be looking at that in just a moment. And like I said, this was a test stream, but I did want to put some content out here just for the few of you who are watching. I do appreciate it. And I'm thinking about live streaming my Mike's Tool Minute. If you go on my channel, you'll see I started a playlist where I'm doing tool reviews. My lovely wife, who's hiding around here somewhere, sees how much work I actually put into my videos between recording and cutting, editing, so on and so forth. And now I've got several playlists going on. So I've got my This Old Junk playlist, which is kind of my vlog of whatever I'm working on. Like the Chevelle here or the Rabbit or whatever I'm working on. Then I started a how-to playlist when I'm actually physically working on a certain part or something specialized. I can bring that to you and make it searchable. Because we've all done it. I do it to this day. I'm like, man, how does the back seat come out of this Chevelle? And there I am on YouTube watching some guy take a back seat out of a Chevelle. So my how-to playlist is just that. Started another playlist, Friday Night Ford, where I'm going over to my buddy Philip's house, and we are tearing down his '68 Mustang. And every Friday night, I'm over there, and every Friday night, a video is getting uploaded. So right now, I'm a couple of weeks ahead, because I started filming at the very end of December, and episode 3 is about to go up Friday. But we also have a couple of weeks off in between, so I suspect within the next month we're going to be caught up to the point of Friday Night Ford will be 1 week off. So the episode you'll be seeing this Friday was recorded last Friday. So yeah, anyway, wife suggested I move Mike's Tool Minute to a live stream. So live stream, I will open up my box, grab out a set of tools, go through, review those tools, and then answer any comments that you might have, and then turn it back into a video. So, yeah, we'll see. And if I do this, I'll come up with a certain time every week. So, if you are a subscriber and you are a regular viewer, then you'll know, whatever time it is. Will be time for Mike's Tool Minute. So, yeah. Anyway, just a random update here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this to my channel or not. Maybe. Of Watch this hilarious crap as some noob tries to learn how to live stream. Haha, lols. Alright, I guess I'm going to end the live stream. And play around with it so I can get this chat box going here. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. Move this up just a little bit. Yeah, that kind of works, right? But we all see the chat there on the right hand side. So, alright, thank y'all for hanging out in the garage with me tonight for 21 minutes and some odd seconds here. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time on Mike's 2 Minute.